Hello everyone, so this is your weekly card reading from Monday the 15th of April to Sunday the 21st of April. Normally I do record it the day before, but yesterday we just had one of those lazy Sundays. Well, I say lazy, I've spent the day with my family and then the rest of the day was lazy, but it was still a nice day, and I just sometimes you just have to flake out, don't you? And anyway, it's still, it's Monday today, so it doesn't really matter. So this week's reading is slightly different to the other readings that I've done. I'm just going to do a general reading today. So the last two videos were about relationships and career. This general reading can apply to any part of your life, whether that's relationships, career, finances, friendships, health, like whatever comes up. It's obviously meant for the people that are watching this today. I will just say, if there's anything that doesn't resonate, don't think, I'm not going to watch the rest, because there's going to be some parts of the reading that will resonate and some parts that won't, and just literally take the parts that do resonate and just leave the rest. So that's generally the way that these general readings work, just so you're aware. So I'm just going to go through the packs that I'm using this week. I'm using two slightly different packs this week. So we've got Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. I do use a lot of Doreen Virtue's packs because I just really love them. I love the designs, I love the messages. And then we've got Archangel Power tarot cards. So I'm not a tarot card reader. I don't know if you know the difference, but so I mainly work with oracle cards, which is just literally going from my own intuition, whereas tarot cards kind of hold their own meanings, and they have different meanings for different types of decks. You've got like the major arcana, minor arcana, so major arcana, I know these parts. So major arcana is like for big life changes, and minor arcana is sort of like daily life situations. That's all I know about tarot cards. I'm gonna hopefully learn a bit more about them later on, but for now I like to just kind of work with my own intuition, what comes up from the images, what words I see, anything I hear coming through from the cards themselves. So that would be mainly working with oracle cards. So just a little brief explanation there of the differences. And then I'm going to use, as I have done the last two readings, I'm going to use the angel prayers cards just to clarify anything or give further guidance on the cards that we receive. So before I start, I just want to thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Thank you so much for your support, and I really hope that you really enjoy this video and any future videos. If you haven't checked out my last video that I did just before this one, it's actually a topic video on forgiveness. So I am going to start doing more self-discovery topics. So that one is about forgiveness and like the 4 steps of forgiveness. So if you're struggling to forgive yourself or others, that one will really help you with some steps there. So without further ado, I will start the reading. So I have already kind of cleared the energy off them, and I'm just going to quickly give them a shuffle and see what ones come out. So this is for, I would say, Monday the 15th to Sunday the 21st of April. So what do we need to know for this week? Being distracted again. I really should stop looking at people outside the window when I'm doing this. Being distracted. No, there's not much coming from these ones. Maybe they're all in the other pack. One more. No. Okay. So there's not much from that pack. Weird. We have got quite a lot in this other pack though, so Archangel Power Tarots. I'm just going to mix them up this time. So normally I go through them separately. Oh, there's one. What do we need to know for this week? Any messages, any guidance Anyone watching? Oh, no, there's too many there. These are quite hard to shuffle because there's so many of them. Ah. I usually do them in two halves, really. Okay. Is there anything else? Yeah. All coming out of this one. Is there anything else we need to know for this week? No. Get some help shuffling, yeah, that's what we need. Whoa, okay. And is there anything else? Just one more, I think. No, okay. Right. So, okay, the first one is accept heaven's help. For this one, I feel like someone's feeling a bit hopeless. I can't get my words out. A bit hopeless about a situation. I don't know whether someone's really feeling lost with something. They're really feeling like they can't. They've got to the end of their tether with something. Like they've been trying to do something for so long, and they can't do it. They've got to this like. I've just got an image of like one of those mazes, you know, like one of those like labyrinth mazes, and someone just keeps going round and round and round this maze, and they just can't seem to find the end of the maze. They just can't seem to get to the place that they want to get to, and they're just giving up. I feel like you've got to a place where you're giving up, and you're just like, I don't know what else to do apart from trust the universe, or you know, trust. Just like I said, accept heaven's help. So it's like. You are actually at a place where you're meant to be. So you're at a place where you've tried everything you can possibly try. You know, you've taken every avenue down that maze and you just can't seem to find the way. You can't find the answer. So all you've got to do now is let go and trust. Trust that that answer will come to you. Trust that that help will come to you. You know, someone is going to help you, whether that's if you're religious, whether that's God, whether, you know, you believe in the angels, whether you don't believe in anyone, just trust that someone is going to help you. Someone's going to give you the answer. And it might come to you when you're least expecting it. So you might be asleep, right? And you might have a dream, and that answer might come to you in a dream. You might be washing up one day and the answer will just ping in your head. You know, like, you know when you're like in the shower or something, or you're like washing up, whatever, and you just have these ideas that come to you, or this inspiration that just comes to you. That's the sort of thing I mean. It's like, it's just going to pop into your head. Like, it's just going to be there. And that's because you're not paying attention. You just let go. Okay, you're trusting, or even if you're not trusting, you've just like given up so much that you're just like, I can't do anything else. I give up. I'm just going to go about my life and hope for the best. And actually, this card is saying that's what you need to be doing. You know, you've actually done the right thing by letting go and giving up. Okay, because yeah, these things sometimes do need you to just stop controlling things, stop focusing on them so much, stop worrying about them so much, stop trying to do everything, because we can't control everything. We don't have to do everything, okay? Sometimes it takes the other person to do things for us, or, you know, I can't explain it, but just, yeah, it sometimes just takes like faith and hope to just bring whatever we need into our lives, you know, whether that's an answer, whether that's a situation to improve, like whatever it is, you know, we don't have to do all of it. You know, you don't have to be the person to fix everything either for yourself or for other people. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. It's like, just offer up whatever you're worrying about to heaven, to the universe, to whoever you believe in. Just offer it up, okay? Because it's not yours to worry about anymore. Okay, It says you've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. So yeah, I think I picked that up quite well. I didn't even read that bottom bit. Okay, now the next one is decision. Just going to tune into this. It kind of links with the other one, to be fair. So on this, at the bottom of this, it says unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Release yourself from that which holds you back. So it's called decision. So I do feel like there is a decision that you need to make, but it's not going to come yet. I don't, you might be thinking, oh, I don't have any decisions to make at the moment, but for some reason I feel like it's coming, like something's going to be, like there's going to be 2 or 3 options for you to choose, or, you know, when you get this guidance, whatever comes through when you're least expecting it, I feel like there's going to be a decision to be made, and you're going to have to make that decision. It's up to you, and I feel like you'll have to use your heart, your intuition. You'll really have to tune into that at the time, because that's going to be really, really important. Okay, you may have made decisions in your past where you didn't listen to your heart, you didn't listen to your intuition, and this calls for that. Okay, it really calls for that. So when you get faced with a decision to make in the next week, this is for a weekly reading, but if you're watching this, I just want to say, actually, this is a timeless video. So even though it says these dates, if you're watching this like in a couple of weeks' time, then it could apply to that week as well, or it can apply to you wherever you are at the time, because you know, like, there is, time is an illusion. These are timeless, and just trust that you were meant to click on this video at that time. Okay, so just want to say that. So if this decision comes in at that time, maybe next week, or, you know, just know that, remember this, okay, remember that you have to really tune into your first initial reaction, because that's generally your intuition, or tune into what you love, tune into what makes you happy, tune into what makes you feel excited and passionate, okay, because that's listening to your heart. All right. It's time to set yourself free, I'm hearing. So basically there's, you know, obviously there's a cage here with birds flying, and it's like, it's time to set yourself free. And this is not just set yourself free from, you know, whatever life you're in at the moment. If you're not happy at the moment, it's not like, you know, oh, setting yourself free from a horrible job and you need to make a decision about a new job, or setting yourself free from a relationship and you need to, you know, make a decision about a new relationship. It's setting yourself free from the past, okay, I hear. So it's setting yourself free from old patterns, old beliefs, and this has come up in the last 2 videos as well. You know, so it's obviously a theme for April. It's setting yourself free from all of that negativity that's been going on in your head, that you've been going around in circles with for years, you know. It's setting yourself free from that, okay? Because this decision, if you go with your intuition, you go with your heart, you've already broken that chain. You've already broken that cycle of making those bad decisions. I say that because I don't believe in bad decisions anymore, because I feel like they direct us into something better for us eventually, or we learn and we grow. But, you know, they're not nice, are they? And we, at the time, we call them bad. But yeah, it's setting yourself free from that, and you know, creating a new life, creating a new cycle for yourself. Okay. Yeah, so I see like an old sort of historic castle in the background, and that kind of indicates to me that's about, you know, your history. Okay, what history have you had, you know, with decision making? Have you made the right decisions in the past? When you haven't made those right decisions, were you listening to your head? Were you listening to your heart, your intuition? What were you listening to at the time? And a lot of the time you'll realise you were probably listening to your head. Okay. So something that's come up for me, I've just been reminded, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying, but something my sister actually talked about yesterday was making a decision about study, okay, and going to university. And this, I don't know if this is going to apply to anyone else, but I just want to use it as an example. So so sometimes we can try to make these decisions and think, oh, what's going to be best for me, like financially, what's going to be best for my future, what's going to be best for other people, okay, what's going to get me a really good qualification, you know, whatever. But if you're not feeling really, really happy and really excited about that and really passionate about that, a lot of the time that won't go anywhere, okay? You might end up doing a university course for years and, you know, be qualified in something and not do anything with it. You know, there's so many people who've studied law, for instance, and not become lawyers because they just weren't passionate about it. They just went for the status or the money, you know, and then realised that actually they didn't love it, like, you know, and they just didn't want to do it. So they've gone into something else, you know, and we can waste a lot of money, we can waste a lot of time and energy into things that just don't light us up and don't make us happy. Whereas if we choose something that we love and we're passionate about and we get excited about and we just feel good learning it and go into those classes, you know, if we look at even before we started, you know, we can look at the syllabus and, you know, look at what you're going to be learning and see if it lights you up, see if it makes you happy. Because that's where you need to be following, really, because I found that in my own journey when I was, and I think I've talked about this before in previous videos, so I won't go too much into it, but on my own journey where I found that I was following my heart and following what I loved, I learned so much quicker. I'd never been to university before, I'd never studied, I'd never done essays, but I literally just picked it up just like that, and everyone was really surprised. But the reason being is because I loved it. Can you remember when you went to school and you did so well probably in the lessons that you loved the teacher or you loved the subject, you know? So it's exactly the same, you know, it's not any different. So just think about that when you have to make a decision on those sorts of things, okay? So I knew there was going to be a lot more in this pack because a lot more cards came out, so I'm glad about that. Oh wow, this is clever. Okay, so Queen of Raphael. Raphael is about healing, which kind of goes with this historic thing. Okay, like past decisions, past like issues, or you know, things that you've gone around in cycles with, because that, you know, when you kind of then choose something different, you're kind of shifting something within you, you're healing yourself. Okay, so Raphael is about healing. The color green is about the heart chakra. Okay, so healing things that may have hurt you in the past, may have like hurt your heart, and so to start listening to your heart and following it will make that healing process even quicker, and yeah, we'll just start shifting things within you and start leading you onto more exciting and more fulfilling things. Okay, so the reason I said wow is because it says follow your heart, and it says trustworthy psychic information. So yeah, I'm not going to blow my own trumpet with that. But yeah, I just want to say, listen to this video. Okay, but it's also about listening to your own psychic information. Okay, so I feel everyone is psychic. Okay, you might not agree with that, but everyone is psychic. You might not use the word psychic, but what that means is everyone's got their own inner knowing, they've got their own intuition. Okay, I don't call myself a psychic, I call myself an intuitive. Okay, because I go with my intuition on everything that I see, everything I hear, everything I feel. Okay, and everyone has got that. Okay, how often do you say to yourself, oh, I should have trusted my first instinct? That's your intuition. Okay, so everyone's got it. So it's trusting your own intuition. I do feel like there's people who are watching this who are thinking about studying or learning new things, because there's a book here and she's seeming really pleased with herself. Okay, so she's like sat on the sofa, well, her little sofa in the sea, and she's really pleased with herself. She's like, oh yeah, I made the right choice. So I think as long as you follow your intuition, you follow, you know, whatever you hear from this video, you know, and it helps, and you think, well, that's a good idea, you know, I'm going to really listen to that and take it on board. As long as you do that, you'll be absolutely fine. You'll make the right choices. You'll know that you made the right decision, okay? And you'll be happy about that, I feel. You'll be really happy. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. No? Okay. Okay. Then we've got peace. Peace, man. So I feel like this is a time to get really peaceful with yourself. This week does, for me specifically, it feels like a time to really go inwards and just be quiet with yourself and listen to yourself and work out what's best for you, okay? So for so long, a lot of people, sorry, I'm still getting distracted every time. I don't know, I shouldn't sit here really. Or should shut the curtain. But it's the noises as well, they're really distracting. Anyway, so I feel, just getting back to the video. What was I saying? See, that is why you should not get distracted with things. Yeah, it's a time to really go within, and also it does say here, let go and let God. So that goes with the first card, and actually that was underneath the first card, so that would make sense. So it's to really just let go, release anything that is not serving you anymore, which goes with the history card, and trust that a more enriching future is coming, it says. So it's about really getting quiet with yourself as well. Maybe, you know, you've been in this maze for so long, you know, and it's been doing your head in. It's been really making your head busy, you know, making you feel really tired and just got so much chatter going on in your head that you just can't focus, you know. Maybe you're just really sleepy all the time, you're just not thinking straight. And I feel like this week is just a time to just let go and just be peaceful and just be quiet with yourself, you know. Even if you have got a busy life, you know, even if you've got noise around you all the time, to just stop and just be with it. You know, even if you're in if you're in a busy environment, you can still stand still and you can still listen to yourself. You know, you can still hear what your body needs to tell you. You can still hear what you like and what you dislike. You know, you're always with yourself, so you can always listen to yourself. You know, no amount of noise around you is going to drown out the noise of yourself. So, you know, just if you can, try and just take some moments to just listen to what's going on for you, okay? Listen to what makes you feel crappy. Listen to what makes you feel good. Pay attention to those things. I did also give some advice, again, to someone this week, which was to write down the times when you feel really down, the times when you feel really good, the times when you are triggered by things, you know, and really pay attention to when you feel at your best, okay? So write down those things when you feel at your best, because those things are going to bring you happiness, those things are going to bring you peace, okay? And you'll start to be able to listen to yourself more and listen to your intuition more, which will help you with that decision when it comes. Okay, and then the final one is actually completely different to the other card. So this is about romance. Okay, maybe these decisions might be linked to romance. I'm just gonna hold that up. They might be linked to, you know, your current relationship, finding a new relationship. They might be linked to that. So maybe you'll have to make some kind of decision with regards to that. Maybe your new course or whatever you're going to study might bring in a new person, you know, a new friend, which might lead to something else. Maybe this thing that you've been worried about, this thing you've been going around in circles with in the maze, has been about a new romance. I don't know, but it's saying here committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So someone is coming in, okay? Someone is coming to the rescue. It might not be this week. I'm feeling like it's just going to be the start of something this week. So whether that's like communication, whether that's just a decision that you've made, maybe this just letting go, like I say, is related to this relationship stuff, and that's a big thing for you this week. So it's not necessarily that this person's going to come in this week. If it is, well, there you go. There's your answer. And it'd be nice if they do. So good luck, and that'd be really good for you. But I do feel like there's going to be movement in terms of relationships this week. So in whatever way that is, whether that's inner shifts, whether that's outward things changing, with someone. And I do feel like you're going to be at peace with this. So it's gonna really bring peace into this situation. Look at these colours and how they go. Oh my god, how weird is that? How they go with my picture in the background. The picture in the background, right? I'm just gonna talk about that because I've done my last few readings with this in the background because I do love this picture. It reminds me of my childhood, okay? The reason being is because I used to go to a woods when I was younger, and I used to spend a lot of my time there. I'm gonna get to why I'm saying this in a minute. So I used to spend a lot of my time there when I was in difficult situations, when I needed time to be with myself, when I needed time to be peaceful. And there were really negative things going on around me. I used to go there to clear my head, to make myself feel better, cheer me up. I used to play there with friends, so it was a really happy place for me, okay? And I went to visit this place again about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago, when I was going through a dark period. And I literally just felt so at peace. I felt so happy. And these lavender flowers were everywhere, okay? And then that day, I just popped to this homeware shop, and they had this picture, and I was like, oh my god, I have to get this. And there was like one left, and I was like, that's synchronicity for you. So I love how these colours are exactly the same. And actually, look at these. They're all the same, okay? They're all the same as this picture here. So, take what messages I've just said about that story, but take whatever resonates for you from my story, take that, because whether that's like you want to go somewhere that brings you that peaceful feeling, you want to go back to your childhood, you want to go somewhere that just reminds you of happy times, like whatever is going to help you to connect with yourself, to listen to yourself, to be more peaceful, to make this decision, to get out of your head and into your heart and into your intuition. Just go there, do it, whatever's come to your mind. That might be a childhood place that you used to visit, okay? So I do feel like we are getting some great help here, and not just with the cards, again, with the picture as well, so that's good. Right, so I'm just going to use the support cards. So is there anything else that we need to have support and guidance with in terms of this week's cards that have come out? These are easier to shuffle. Maybe I shouldn't use those power ones so much. Whoa, okay, that was a big one. Is there anything else for this week? No, okay. Right, so we'll go in order. Oh wow, oh my goodness, I love this. This has happened 2 weeks in a row now. This is brilliant. Synchronicity. Synchronicity. So pay attention to the synchronicities, okay? So if you have weird things like that happen to you, with things that just go at the right time, pay attention to them, because they're really giving you guidance, okay? They're giving you inspiration, they're giving you guidance, they're giving you help, support, like they're guiding you to where you need to go, okay? So I needed to have that picture because it really like did help me. It really reminds me now of that time, and I will always remember to go to those places, not always go to that with, but go to those places that light me up when I see this picture. And so you might hear music at just the right time, which has the right lyrics. You might see numbers which really like resonate with you. You might just keep seeing the same bird all the time and you're wondering why. Look them up, see what they mean, see if they're coming up at certain times in your life. If you're spending time with certain people and you keep seeing the same bird, or you keep seeing the same numbers or whatever, think what it might mean for you, okay? If you don't know, then just look it up or ask for support. I can always kind of help with that, so get in contact if you want to know about numbers, about symbols, anything. I've come across quite a lot on my path so far that have really guided me and helped me. So, and sometimes it does mean that it is personal to you, so it might mean just tuning into what you think it means, because I could tell you what I think it means, but it might not resonate with you. It might just be your own thing, so trust that, okay? And then we've got change and transition. So there is going to be a big change. As I say, I don't feel like it's this week, but I do feel like something is leading you to this change, okay, this week. So it might be the smallest detail, but you'll notice a shift, okay? You'll notice something, you'll come up with an idea. Whatever it is going to lead you to this big change, okay? This big change. It's going to be a big change. I do feel a big change. Number 5, so there's like 1 and 5 here. So just speaking about numbers, number 1 is new beginnings, and number 5 is big changes, okay? So that's how we know there's going to be a big change. And it just say, thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. So, this angel here is the angel of helping people with big changes. So he's come up to support these cards and to, know that you are supported. Okay, so that is the reading for this week. I am feeling though that I do need a little bit more. I'm just going to try one more with the mermaid cards. Just one more shuffle, because I do feel like I haven't got everything. Is there anything else we need to know? Anything else we need to know for this week? Okay. Yes, there is. How good is that? Yes, there is. Okay. So, soulmate relationship. So it's definitely to do with someone's relationship. So as I say, this might not resonate with everyone. So do take this as, for the people it is resonating with regards to relationship, take it, okay? Because this obviously wanted to come through. I was feeling like there was something more, and I was feeling like, we needed to get really clear on this. So yes, it is about the soulmate relationship for the people wondering, okay? So maybe you've been stuck, you've been going around in a circle, you've been getting stuck in this maze and not knowing where the hell to go with this person, with this relationship. Maybe it's an old relationship that you felt was your soulmate and you're confused about it. Maybe it's like I don't know why that's come up, but maybe someone's worrying that they let go of someone that they shouldn't have done, or I don't know, but something's coming up from that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's coming through. No. I honestly I really feel a worry here. I really feel like there's such a worry here for someone. Okay, I'm getting it now. Like, it took a while, but there's a worry here that someone is not going to meet their soulmate. That's what's coming through, okay? So someone's been really, really worrying that they're never going to meet someone who's this close, okay, this connected, okay? And it does say sort of spiritual basis here. So to me, like, spirituality is about connection, okay? So really connecting to yourself, connecting to someone else, connecting to other people, connecting to the world, the universe, you know, everything, you know. And when you feel really, really close to someone, when you feel really connected with someone that is just different, okay, you just feel it, you know, it just feels right. And I feel like someone here is really worrying that they're never going to get that. They're never going to meet that person. And this is a clarification, okay? This is a clarification that yes, you will, okay? You will meet that person, okay? And as long as you connect to your heart and your intuition and you follow it, okay? You follow all of your synchronicities, you follow your heart, you follow your soul, you just follow your happiness, okay? Don't follow, like I said before, don't follow what you think you should do, okay? Follow what you want to do, and don't settle, okay? Don't settle for whatever makes you feel okay, you know. Don't settle for that, okay? Settle for something that makes you feel awesome, makes you feel really good, okay, and excited and connected, and yeah. Okay, so I feel like that's done now. I feel it's so strange how sometimes you can just feel like you're left hanging. This has felt a bit like that, this reading today. It's not been as flowy as the other ones, but maybe that's just the energy that I'm kind of picking up from the cards or from, you know, people who may be going to watch. So it's strange how I can pick up things even though I'm recording this now and I haven't got people watching me in this moment, but when I feel like the people who are going to be watching, maybe people who have been watching the previous videos, I can kind of pick up, you know, certain energies. It's really weird. Yeah, it's just happened like that. Anyway, so I'm going to stop babbling now because it is that I just feel really weird today. I feel like really like all over the place, and maybe that's because you guys do, I don't know. But yeah, do get in contact if any of that resonates. If you need any help, support, guidance, anything, as I say, with regards to synchronicities, if you're not sure, if you want to chat to me about that, happy to help, okay? Please do like the video if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe, click on the bell to know when future videos are coming, and yeah, comment, and that's it. So hope you liked the video, and I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Bye.